Hi everyone. Welcome to Miss Expat Spain vlog, winter holidays and Christmas holidays edition. If you are new here, my name is Dunya and I am an expat living in Spain, and I make videos about life abroad, more specifically life in Spain, but not strictly limited to life in Spain, and share insider tips about culture, moving process, daily life, and everything that comes with a life abroad. Today, in this episode, I will be talking about celebrating winter and Christmas holidays in Spain. And I was surprised to realize when I moved here how many of important days there are in this holiday season. The holiday season or Christmas season starts in late November or early December with the turning on of the lights on the streets and with Christmas markets. Many cities are actually putting in a lot of effort to prepare these lights, and some of the cities that are famous for the lights are, for example, Madrid, Malaga, Vigo, but for sure, there are many others. Christmas markets in Spain became quite popular in recent years, but they are not traditionally so connected to Spain. But yes, they're worth visiting if you are around. So the first important holiday that comes in December is 8th of December. It's the feast of the Immaculate Conception, and it's a public holiday. So many people use these dates to go to the Christmas markets or just walk around the city and see the lights. Christmas season is very busy in Spain, so be prepared for that. When we speak about Christmas markets, also one of the characteristics of Christmas markets are nativity scenes. So basically, almost every Christmas market, and not just the Christmas market, neighborhoods, some shops, and basically every family in their house have a nativity scene, or how they call it, Portal de Belén. And Portal de Belén, for many families, is very important in a way that they're collecting these figurines throughout years, and every year build a bit richer Portal de Belén. And of course, the family ones are relatively small, but some shops or some Christmas markets or municipalities or neighborhoods have quite big ones. And they are usually like one of the touristic attractions. There is one figurine that became quite popular, but it's more like a family Portal de Belén thing. It's not so common for like Christmas markets. It's called El Caganer, and it originally is coming from Catalonia. El Caganer is a figurine of a peasant who is basically pooping, and this figurine is believed to bring a good luck, fertility, and prosperity in the new year. And also for family nativity scenes is kind of a family fun because this figurine is usually like hidden. So then the kids should find it, or the family guests are also searching for El Caganer when they come to visit. Another thing, there are sweets that are very famous for the Christmas season and winter holidays. Among others, it's turrón, or polvorones or mantecados, and they are usually set on the tables in December, throughout December, in houses, and eaten when a family gathers. Every shop in December is full of different varieties of these sweets. And then let's start now with important dates. So the first important date that is kind of opening this 2-week holidays in Spain in December and January is the Christmas lottery draw called El Gordo as well. And it's on 22nd of December. This is very popular in Spain to the levels that I think I was not able to comprehend until I saw it in person, because almost everybody is participating in this lottery. And these lottery numbers are sold. They start selling them months in advance. But of course, most of the purchases is happening when the time gets close to the holiday season. And these tickets, lottery tickets, are sold almost everywhere. in a way that, for example, public institutions or university departments or schools, shops, bars, apartment buildings. For example, in our apartment building, we have our lottery number. So each of these shops or institutions have their own lottery number, and they're sold to everyone who wants to buy. Usually people decide which numbers they are going to buy based on how connected they are with the selling place. For example, many people are going to buy a lottery ticket in their favorite bar or from their neighborhood or from their workplace. And then they're going to sometimes even watch the draw together. For example, if you have your bar number, you're going to watch the draw in your favorite bar. And also, one thing about this lottery, just to, to warn you, is that one ticket is called undecimo. And basically, one ticket is 1/10 of the win that you see on television. So if they say that El Gordo or the main prize is 4 million euros, if you won El Gordo, you're not going to get 4 million euros, you're going to get 400,000 euros. And I until this day did not understand the logic. Why are people selling undecimo and not selling actual tickets for this lottery? And also one more interesting thing is that there is this draw that of course you can see on television, but there is also a space inside the place where the draw is happening, and then you can actually go and observe the live draw, and people are waiting in queues for hours to get in. They sometimes even go with friends as a group or families as a group activity. So it's a huge thing in whole country. Second date is 24th of December, Christmas Eve, or La Nochebuena. This is probably the most important family day or night actually of the entire year. This Nochebuena or the Christmas Eve dinner is celebrated usually at home with your family. Some people can go to restaurants, but it's for sure very crowded, difficult to get in, and quite expensive. And typical dishes of this dinner vary by region or maybe even by family, but usually it includes at least 3 to 4 dishes, and there is a lot of seafood, jamon, fish, different types of meat, roasted lamb, for example, and so on. After the dinner, there is some dessert, sometimes also these winter sweets, and night ends sometimes or commonly with long drinks and desserts, of course. And this night Christmas dinner, Christmas Eve dinner lasts for very long. It usually starts around 9 p.m. and ends basically the next day at 1, 2 a.m. Like family just takes time to spend with each other and have a good food and drinks. Some people may go to the midnight mass. And also what is interesting is that kids also stay up for quite long. And this is not just on Christmas Eve. Whenever there is some event, like Spanish weddings are until 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning. And not rarely, kids also stay up and spend the time with the family until quite late. Next day is 25th of December, of course. It's a Christmas day or La Navidad. This day is a bit more kind of chill. Families meet again for lunch. Some families go to restaurants. Also, it's a bit difficult to find spots. You need to reserve on time. Some families, again, decide to spend it at home. And they sometimes may exchange presents and say that allegedly Papa Noel brought presents, even though the main date for exchanging presents is not on 25th of December. And usually these presents on 25th of December are more modest because the main date is only coming 2 weeks later. Then 28th of December is actually the Spanish April Fool's Day, or officially called Día de los Santos Inocentes. And these days, people like share some small pranks, maybe on their social networks between friends and family. Sometimes you can see it on newspaper or TV shows. So if you see some news on social networks of this day, just double check it. What I have to say is that I think I heard about this day for a couple of times, but it was not really on the top of my mind. When I was preparing this episode, I had to Google it a little bit. So I guess it depends on the friend and family circle that you are in. But to me, it seems that this custom is not so common nowadays. And the next date is 31st of December, or the New Year's Eve, or how they call it here, La Nochevieja. And this is one of the craziest party nights in this season, maybe even a year. People go out, celebrate it by dancing, of course, eating well. Some people may stay at home at midnight when a clock chimes midnight, basically 12 times. You need to eat 12 grapes. So for each ring of the clock, you actually eat one grape. And this is believed to bring a good luck for the new year. And beginners for this custom, the first thing they think, many of them, myself included, is how they are going to choke on grapes, or how dangerous this custom is, because you have to eat 12 grapes very quickly. But they see it as a lot of fun, and it's a quite a thing at midnight. Also, one of the interesting customs is that people wear red underwear. And the version that I heard is not just that you need to wear red underwear, but you actually have to get this underwear as a present shortly before. So it has to be new, unused before, and it has to be a present. Families who are celebrating at home usually are watching the live program from at the La Puerta del Sol, from the square, in the central square in Madrid. And this is also a very popular program for the New Year's Eve. The next important date is 1st of January. It's the first day of the new year, but not much is happening on this date, because people are usually recovering from a hangover, or just simply wake up quite late, usually have a late breakfast. And then there is a family lunch on that date as well. One of the small customs on this date is that people are eating lentils for good luck, prosperity, and abundance in the new year. Next, there is on 5th of January, there is the Parade of the Three Kings, or Cabalgata, the Reyes. It happens in the evening on the 5th of January, and it's organized by almost every town and city in Spain. There are these carriages that the kings are entering the city with, and passing throughout the main city streets. And this parade lasts for hours. Beside the carriages with the kings, there are many other carriages, which are usually organized by private companies that use this opportunity also to advertise. There is music, there are candies. So usually kings are throwing from their carriages, and their helpers are throwing many candies to the crowd, sometimes even some small gifts. And basically, this is made to signify the arrival of the kings, who are bringing presents for the children. And this is a very important event in Spain as well. Before this arrival of the kings, children are writing the letters to the kings, telling them what they want as a presents for the 6th of January. Officially, kings have the list of presents for all the kids that they will leave them between 5th and 6th of January. And then when the kids wake up, they find under the Christmas tree presents. So And this brings me to the next and the last important date is 6th of January. And this is the day when the kids wake up in the morning and find the presents, usually under the Christmas tree. So the whole family gathers again to open the presents. What is also interesting is that these presents are not only for the kids. Of course, kids get the most presents, but other family members are also exchanging presents, which is a bit stressful, but also nice as well. And on that day, it's custom to eat roscon de Reyes. It's a round cake with candied fruits on top. Sometimes it can also be filled with cream or nata. You get one portion of a cake. And it can happen that you find either a bean or a figurine. If you find a bean, you have to pay for the cake. And if you find a figurine, you are the king or the queen of the day. And on 7th of January, the Christmas or the winter holiday season ends. People are going back to work. Children are going back to school. The lights are getting removed and the Christmas trees, of course. And this is all happening right after the Kings. And the life basically goes back to the regular pace. So if you are spending your first winter in Spain, I hope that this video helped you navigate a bit better through this season and make sense of some traditions that you maybe heard of or saw. Let me know in the comments which of these traditions surprised you the most. There are some specific traditions that are not mentioned here, but I would be happy to hear more about them. And if you want more tips about life in Spain or life abroad, life as an expat, language learning, and moving abroad, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I also have an Instagram account, Miss Expat Spain, and Buy Me a Coffee account, Miss Expat Spain. Don't forget to check them out as well. Felices Fiestas and Feliz Año Nuevo. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video, the next week and the next year. Bye.